Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the Pulse Podcast. I'm your host, Big Mike, here back in the building again as we recap another wild week in sports. Some big things going on. We got new champions to talk about, and we got our favorite time. NBA All-Star Weekend is here. So we are here to talk about it, running the three-man weave. Can't do it alone. I got the Mad Producer Podcast Posse in the building.
Might be the worst All-Star Weekend in a long time. Might be.
And we have the man who lives for this episode, although probably next week's where he really will be in his bag, where there will be no football, even though I'm sure we'll talk football because the draft will be coming. But Breezy is here in the building.
You guys really need to let it go. You guys got to let it go. Just let football go. Let it die for at least a month. And you'll be fine. You'll be fine. You guys act like you can't let it go.
I can't.
It's
Because
horrible.
it seems like my team is doing something stupid every week. Football season or not.
I'm
He's
with
not
you.
there, Dylan.
Because
He's factually there. He's in the documents factually.
that part is not real. It's not real.
It is real. I showed you. I showed y'all.
Mike,
I'm not
talk
even
to your
talking
boy.
about that. I'm not
Can
even
you talk to
talking
him, Mike?
about that.
It's wishful thinking. I'm talking about actual on the field nonsense that his team is talking about.
Yeah, I'm not even
potentially doing.
mentioning that stuff. I'm mentioning the other dumb shit we're doing.
Yeah, me and James know what you're hoping and wishing for.
Yes, but that has nothing to do with what I just said.
Yeah.
But if y'all mess around and do that, like,
Sign Carr, man. Just sign him.
so you don't think that that's an upgrade from Fields, though?
I do think Derek Carr is an upgrade from Fields. I think anything is an upgrade from Fields because he proved to be fucking horrendous.
Dylan, you are horrible, bro.
Like, he doesn't have an arm.
Derek Carr right now.
He can't throw.
Derek Carr right now is better than every quarterback on the Jets roster, but you retired because of your shoulder.
Dylan, he can't throw.
I'm not saying I want him. I'm not saying that. It's just like, what are we doing? Like, they're out here saying, like, oh, I'm healthy. I don't believe that for a fucking second. For a second.
Right.
And if you are healthy, we probably shouldn't be going and getting more old guys.
Like, would it kill you to just a baseline say something nice about Justin Fields? Dylan, he is better than Carr right now.
He's not. Here's the difference. Derek Carr physically can't throw the football. Justin Fields just doesn't. That's the difference between the two. But I don't let Justin do whatever the fuck Justin wants to do. I don't really care. We've moved past that. He was horrendous. But we moved past some good luck in your future endeavors, yada yada yada. But David Carr, whoever it is, whoever. Derek Carr's who I wanted 2 years ago.
Yes, I documented, and I will give you that credit that that's who you wanted when y'all went and got Aaron Rodgers. Now, as history hindsight will tell us, you probably
been right.
Actually, no, you'd have been wrong because his arm fell off.
The year after, I would have gotten year one. I didn't get year one with Aaron. I got 4 plays.
You got a run out the tunnel with the flag. You got a great,
one of the hardest runs of all time.
One of the all-time memes of all time. Aaron Rodgers running out with that flag.
The most shit of all time.
As big as an Aaron Rodgers fan is, I can never remember him doing that in Green Bay. But for some reason, that night, that game, the Jets went all out with the entrance, shut the lights off, had the little lights in the crowd.
It was one of the coolest things I've seen.
Dylan was pumped up.
Pumped. Pumped is not even the word. And then I just so happened to look into the chat like an hour later after the entrance and just see Dylan just cursing me out. Fuck it, James. And da, 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 da. I'm like, what did I do? And Mike is like, you called it.
Inconsolable. I was inconsolable. That might have been the lowest of the low I think I've ever been.
That's a low moment, and then it just wasn't a good night because then you have Roz with his Captain Misery coming and just that was one of the few times I actually felt bad for your Jet fandom.
It was
briefly. Briefly.
Horrendous. But yeah, 2 years ago, I'd be like, cool, Derek Carr, like, yeah, excellent. Derek Carr coming off of retirement, I'm like, why? You're trying to get fired. He's trying to get fired, Mike. You can't tell me he's not.
He's doing very weird things.
He's panicking. He doesn't trust himself. He doesn't trust anything. He's like, my seat's hot because I'm an all-time bad coach my first year.
And I don't have a quarterback for next year.
I don't have any answer.
If I go 0-2, I'm going to get fired. I
won't go that far, but...
Shit. He's got to go 500 in those first 4 games.
The problem, Mike, he's in a lose-lose situation. He can't win unless the Jets
Glenn
make the
is
playoffs.
fired before the season starts.
No, I don't think so.
Nah, I wouldn't go that far.
I don't think there's a way that happens.
Unless he curses
Unless
Woody
he
out.
just does some wild shit.
Curses Woody out on the plane or something.
I don't even think that can get him fired. Unless AG goes, hey, about those files. That I think can get him fired. But I think the only way AG doesn't get fired is if the Jets make the playoffs.
Yeah, see, you're looking at I don't.
They'll let him finish the season.
I don't think he'll make it to Halloween.
The only way he won't make it to Halloween is if he loses the team. The entire team is going to be new next year.
See, I don't, because I still don't. I don't believe that Salah lost the team, and it didn't matter.
No, Woody traded him because Woody got embarrassed.
Yes, them going to London and losing the way that they did,
lost.
That's what actually got Salah fired.
Because Woody has never fired a guy during the season.
Nope,
never. So he got his feelings hurt. That's the only reason that happened. That's why I'm fairly confident Glenn wouldn't get fired in the season. Unless they lose in a way that makes him embarrassed. Which he would have been fired already if that was the case. It would have been fired already if that was the case. He would have been fired after week 18 when they finished the season without any interceptions.
That's an insane stat.
Mm-hmm. So it's like if you suck and you get a top pick, you have 3 first round draft picks, you go get a quarterback, we're gonna let the next guy coach because you clearly just can't do it. But then it's gonna be you traded for a veteran, you won 8 games, you didn't make the playoffs, and you fucked us on draft comp. You're out of here. We'll let the next guy do this. He's in a losing spot.
Unless he pulls lightning out of a bottle.
Unless the Jets hit, because the Jets gonna have to pay the jet tax. You don't want to come to this team. The only way you'll come is if you get paid extra.
Culture.
That's the jet tax. When you're a bad team, that's how it's got to be.
You know who's not a bad team?
The dark side, the Seattle Supersonics.
Not the Supersonics.
Why did I say that?
Not the Supersonics.
Why did I say that?
Not sure. No.
Basketball's on the brain, James.
James is
I love it.
It's
only right.
James is my Green Goblin mask.
The 2026 NFL champion Seattle Seahawks. who, as predicted by all of us on the panel,
Belt
pretty
to
much,
ass.
I thought New England would. New England was actually because their defense played exact. I knew New England's defense was going to keep them in because I've been saying it this whole time. New England's defense is real. Like their defense,
Yeah, their defense is good.
is
But
really
the thing
like
is,
that. Their
it's
offense couldn't get.
It's the same thing we've seen for years, right? Where it's since we were just talking about the Jets, your defense can only stay good for so long.
Before the damn race.
Eventually, you're going to have to fucking do something on offense and give them a break. The Patriots couldn't figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
This is why it's like when I sit here and I tell you about this fucking incredibly weak schedule the Patriots play and the luck that they ran into in their fucking playoff run, it matters who you play. I think Dylan Gabriel, I saw a stat. I was like, Dylan Gabriel has more touchdown passes against teams over 500 than Drake May does this season.
That doesn't mean anything. No.
It's a crazy stat. But
the
real thing is, like, I'll sit here and shit on Drake May all I want, but like Anthony trying to deflect all blame from Drake May is crazy. But the offensive line was so fucking bad.
The offensive line was bad.
Will Campbell sucks.
Me and Anthony were just in here.
Will Campbell, lucky he's not on the next thing hot, smoking out.
He's lucky that
he's
Vrabel
young.
got him.
He's lucky that he's young, and Vrabel seems to like him because that's the kind of stuff that gets you. James, that's the kind of stuff that gets you on the first plane ticket because he had a night, and not in a good way.
He was as bad as I've seen a left tackle be.
He's a rookie, right? Just like May.
Yep. Well, May's second year, but yeah, Will Campbell was the wall that they brought in. The problem with Will Campbell coming in was people were complaining about the length of his arms,
which is stupid.
No, for a tackle, like that makes sense because the few of the times that he just straight got stood up, he couldn't keep him at bay. Like he should be a guard.
His arm length has nothing to do with him getting pancaked.
Well, it does.
His archetype.
It does. A lot of it does because since he can't stand up the guy, he was always in bad leverage. Always. He could never stop him because his arms can't get there fast enough. He was getting bullied. He's somebody who they would have to move to guard if this kept on being a thing. I'm not going to say it's like he can't ever play left tackle, but he has to get better. He has to get better. This you either are going to be forged in fire and become a fucking awesome left tackle, or you are going to be working at Amazon.
This is the guy that said, "I'll die protecting the line," right?
I will die to protect Drake May. He also says if a defensive lineman gets a sack a game for 10 games, he's going to the NFL. If I give up a sack a game for 10 games, I'll be working at Amazon. No offense to anybody working at Amazon, but that just is what it is.
And you're on your way, buddy. You're on.
Go get that vest.
Because if Bill Belichick was your coach, you'd be on your way. You'd be on your way.
I'm going to punch in on that overnight shift with that vest.
Yo, and it started early. It started early. It started their first
Anthony
drive.
Got here. Anthony was like, Will Campbell's bum ass again. And it just.
And who was live in the chat immediately?
Immediately. We were just sitting here like, damn, Will Campbell.
Not Will Campbell on national TV in the Super Bowl getting his fucking
doors blown.
Oh my God.
The false start and still got ran over. I saw that. I was like, yeah, that's all I need to see. Give Seattle the trophy right now.
It was a masterclass. It was a masterclass of coaching. I don't know what the fuck Josh McDaniels was doing.
Josh McDaniels had a terrible night also.
He called a terrible game.
Dylan, we play football games. We don't play Madden too much, but we play NCAA. And if someone is constantly blitzing, getting pressure within 2 seconds, what do you call to beat that?
Screens.
A screen. A screen.
Screens are making sure you have checkdowns, or hear me out. making sure you're not sending all of your receivers 15 yards down the field.
Like, help your quarterback. Like, do something. Have somebody there so he can just throw it to him. Have your running back be right there as a safety valve. Like, you cannot keep running these 8-9 yard out routes.
Or do some quarterback designed runs.
Run some bootlegs.
The fact that we stayed in there, we're running play action when the run game's not working. There's 8 guys in the backfield. Everybody else is down the field. And fucking Anthony after the game, he's like, oh, you know who would have helped here today? Ted McMillan. Yeah, that would have done it. I'm just like, bro, these receivers were open. They were open. What are you going to do?
Yeah, he would have helped. Of course he would have helped, but like not much because they still would have been sending him on out routes too. Like
Drake May was he was seeing ghosts. He was seeing everything.
And it's what I took, Dylan. I've said it on here a zillion times. The one thing that I know that even Tom Brady, kryptonite, once you get him moving in the pocket, once you get any quarterback moving in the pocket where they have a false sense of the time that they have, it's over. When they get them happy feet in the pocket, it's over. It's over because now they're rushing everything. They're sped up. They can't function.
They're missing throws or overthrown. And that's what happened with Drake. Even when he wasn't getting hit, he thought he was going to get hit. So he was overthrowing receivers, underthrowing stuff.
Yeah, everything.
It don't matter how open you are if the quarterback thinks he's fucked. If he thinks he's going to get hit, that throw is not going to be good.
He never got in a rhythm. Until the fourth quarter, he caught a little rhythm. But
at that point, it was kind of like...
It was over, and they were down. So he had to force a throw. He had to then force a throw. And that's not the defense you want to do that against.
Yeah, he made some bad throws.
He made some bad throws.
Those interceptions were terrible. They were fucking terrible.
I still think that pick 6 was a fumble. They kind of did him.
Well, he caught it regardless.
I know. They did him
that's
dirty
what it's like.
calling
I was
that
like,
a pick 6. Come on, don't do that to Drake. That's a fumble. He got blown up. Got blown up on that play.
That's a great play. Heads up play by the defensive player to not let that ball hit the ground. Because we know how the refs like to help these boys from New England.
They couldn't
sit there
like,
oh, that's actually an incomplete pass. Fuck you. Incomplete that. Tutter. That was Drake May's best touchdown pass of the night.
No, the one he threw to the footless, the
Matt Collins
man was. That was a nice.
Yeah,
that was a nice throw in the catch.
Oh yeah, it was. He had 2 back-to-back to Matt Collins. It was the touchdown and then the play before were great throws.
Mm-hmm.
Great throws. Those were the best throws Drake had all night. Everything else, meh. But it's also like, shout out to Sam Darnold. Shout out to all my Jet guys. The Jets
where is Steven? Because all season I was hearing Steven say, Sam's going to take. You remember the game against Minnesota? That's the Rams. You remember the game against the Rams? All season.
To be fair, none of the teams that played them didn't really do that. Like the best team, like I think played that offense better was the Patriots. Because Sam didn't play great.
He didn't play bad.
He didn't play bad, but he didn't play great. He played good enough.
Getting field goals. And isn't it remarkable when you just take the points? Yeah. Isn't it crazy how you can just take the points and slowly but surely build a lead?
I think in this instance, it's because we kind of figured out early how this game was going to be.
Defensive. I knew it was a defensive game within.
You have to take those. In those games, you have to take the points. But at the same time, when you have a defense like that, you trust them. Because even if they decided, hey, we are going to go for it, and if we don't, I got this fucking number 1 ranked defense in football here who's going to get me the spot so I can go get points next time. Because this offense ain't doing shit.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't doing shit.
Which is why Sean Payton should have went up 10-0. But that's neither here nor there. Take the points. Kenneth Walker was
I put a bet on Kenneth Walker in the first quarter to be Super Bowl MVP.
Smart.
Cashed.
Because you could, and that wasn't even a bad bet because, again, knowing how these teams were playing, they're going to run the ball. They're just going to run the ball.
The Patriots weren't going to get beat on the passing game.
Mm-mm.
They were not. They did a great job rushing Sam, making him forced to make some really tight window throws.
And he made a couple. He did make a couple throws.
He threw a couple, but
he made a couple throws. He was like, okay.
He's dealing a little bit, but then I was just like, oh, they're just,
and they would just stall out. Like they were just doing enough, and they would
Christian Gonzalez made some plays, man. He made 2 touchdown saving plays.
They did not win, but Christian Gonzalez became I would say probably a national star in that game because you couldn't help but watch that game and be like, man, this dude is just doing everything.
He was sticking out, man. He was like standing out in the best way.
Popping off the screen. Because
where it's like you can't say anything to him about how that shit was done. He was playing to win. That boy good, man.
I know he's mad about that pick that he should have had, but it happened.
But that was such a good play, man. That was such a great play.
It was a great play. And they kept it clean. Like just don't turn the ball over. Get your points.
The officiating wasn't bad?
No. I hate that they called that hold on Walker's touchdown, but that was a little ticky-tack.
I was pissed off at that because I had a bet on anytime
you touchdown had the over? Score. Oh, no, yeah, you said the anytime touchdown score.
Anytime touchdown score that I also put on the first quarter, and I was like, oh, I got it! I fucking got it!
That was a ticky-tack.
Yeah, but now he held. He absolutely held. At that late in the game, should you call that? No. No, the game's over. The game's over. There's nothing these clowns can do.
And Seattle, and once again, defended America's honor. Because, let me tell you, outside of New England, nobody wanted the Patriots to win again.
Don't worry. Me in New England didn't want the Patriots to win.
Me in New England also did not want the Patriots to win.
Shout out to my guys. The Jets drafted a Super Bowl winning quarterback.
Too bad they couldn't keep him.
Listen, I saw there was a tweet where it was like, Jet fans should be happy for this because they understand that Sam wouldn't have gotten here if they stayed there. Absolutely. If you're the Vikings, you're killing yourself.
You're punching air.
You are very mad. You are very, very upset. And as it should be, we moved on 4 years ago.
I remember being on here talking to you about that, telling you that Sam was good and that the Jets were making a mistake. I remember us having that conversation.
It wasn't a mistake. It was I'll talk shit about the Jets till I'm blue in the fucking face, but they did the right thing for both parties involved. Where it's like, if we would have kept Sam, he probably would have been out of the NFL. Just the way it would have shaken out.
Terrible ass franchise, yes.
Yeah, because we hired Adam Gase instead of Mike McCarthy. If we would have hired Mike McCarthy, we're probably having a different conversation. And I said that shit when we fucking hired Adam Gase that this is going to set the franchise back.
Isn't that an offensive guy that Roz wanted?
Listen. That's why it's like I'm always very much so in check with him when we talk about like offensive guys. That's why when we were looking for a coach last year, I was like, oh, offensive coordinator. I was like, oh, Matt Nagy. He was like, no. I was like, then you can't just say offensive-minded coach. You can't just do that.
Like, it just...
So, and then guys who were on that team. Leonard Williams, Big Cat. Shout out to him. 2 USC players. Fucking Super Bowl champions. Jason Myers, former All-Pro kicker for the Jets. Super Bowl champion.
He was on his A game too.
The Jets not only drafted a Super Bowl winning quarterback, but the Jet quarterback prevented the Patriots from winning a Super Bowl. Does my heart good.
Whatever helps you sleep at night.
I want a Super Bowl on Sunday. Successful hate watch. The halftime show was amazing. Everything about it was amazing. My favorite Super Bowl of all time.
Did you cry?
Almost. It was a very emotional halftime show. It was a very, very emotional halftime show, especially being in a fucking room full of a ton of Spanish people already. The only thing I kept thinking was my dad. About how my dad would have loved to have been able to see this and talking shit every step of the fucking way. My father, born in Puerto Rico, moved to fucking New York. True New York Rican who would have told within 30 seconds to tell you that he's Puerto Rican and he's from the Bronx. I'm from the Boogie Down. That's what he would say.
I thoroughly enjoyed that halftime show.
It was such a beautiful show where it's just like all the lies that get pushed for this narrative that he's this and this is gonna push hate and get political. I didn't see any bit of hate.
I didn't see any hate. I saw some political, but I didn't see any hate.
Saw some. A little bit of political isn't going to do too much. And I think the politics that were said were important.
Damn right.
Him getting on them power lines.
Very important thing that needed to be said.
I was
very
right
important
there with that part.
Very important reference for that. And we'll get there to talk about that. But finding out after so many things after the Super Bowl made me like it even more.
Yeah, more stuff that I'm finding out more and more as it goes on made me appreciate it more.
In the moment, I was telling you guys, I was like, don't ask me right now where I'm ranking this because I'm going to be incredibly biased.
You was incredibly emotionally biased.
Mm-hmm. And here I am, however many days later, and I've watched it maybe 10 more times.
I have not watched it since.
I have rewatched it multiple times. Lady Gaga released that version of that song.
I did not like Lady Gaga being there.
I loved Lady Gaga being there.
Did not like
it. Was
once I saw the translation of what he said before she popped out.
I thought that was very funny.
I did.
But it also turns out Benito's a little monster. Which is fucking crazy when you think about it. He's a massive Lady Gaga fan.
Which is insane, but
so shout out to him. But going in, just found out today, the couple that he gave the ring to when he was going through the sugarcane fields, actual proposal.
Yeah.
Just found that out today. That was real.
That was real.
I was like, oh shit. Okay, cool. A very, very much just starting off with really the fucking the Atlantic slave trade.
I just found out today that Ronald Acuna found out like 40 minutes before the performance, hey, you're going to be on stage.
Yeah, let's go. Also, the people that are in La Casita were, I was like, oh shit. I'm like, okay.
I didn't even realize Jessica Alba was there, which is crazy.
Jessica Alba, people have been talking too much shit about Jessica Alba, and they need to fucking stop. Planting my flag down right now.
I didn't even notice she was there. I did not even notice she was there. The
first person I realized was Pedro Pascal.
Yeah, I saw him. Obviously, Cardi stands out.
Cardi, Karol G, Young Miko, Ronald Acuna. People say it's Jazz Chisholm. I don't think that was Jazz Chisholm. That guy was too big to be Jazz Chisholm.
Yeah, Jazz is not a big guy. I have to look at it again. I did not notice Timo Jazz Chisholm there.
And then I was like,
Jazz also would have said something by now. I feel.
Yeah, he would have said something. People saying, "Oh, Jessica Alba was there. It was very important. She was there because she was representing all the No Sabo kids." I was like, "Oh, that's not why she was there."
I don't know what that is. What is that?
No Sabo is the Spanish people who grew up who don't speak Spanish.
Ah, like you,
like me. Yes, correct. But I'm
even though I think that's a myth.
I know more than I lead on.
Yes.
If you ask me, I'll tell you I know nothing. That's just so people will get comfortable speaking around me, so I can know when they're talking shit. You can ask Janice about that.
Cat.
But yeah, I was like, I think she represents more of the Spanish people who assimilated instead of keeping their culture. When you come here, you move here, instead of moving on the language, because this is very much so what happened with my family, you get embarrassed because you don't speak the language that other people are speaking, and then you don't teach that language. So that's why my mom doesn't know French and Spanish and all these other things. And that's why my dad never taught us. So, and my dad speaks Spanish. So it's like, and that's where Jessica Alba was. Jessica Alba came up in a time where, like, you kind of had to hide you were Spanish. You had to be white passing. You had to be all this to really get your opportunity. And that's where it was for her. And then when we get to later on, we could go with something the same thing for another person who decided to show up. But it was
he's
powerful, man.
But, I don't think she's that. I've never looked at Jessica Alba and thought that was a white girl. Not once in my life.
Believe me, I thought she was white for a long time. When I was younger.
Not one time.
Then I found out she was Mexican. I was like, she Mexican?
Not one time did I ever think Jessica
Alba. And then even she would sit here and tell you the only thing Spanish about me is my last name.
Never thought that. I always thought she was Spanish. But I guess, but that's where it's different. That's where, for me, never, not once, but I guess so.
Especially in all the roles that she's played in all her movies?
That is different, yeah. I think they hire her to be like a white girl 95% of the time. Except in Honey. She wasn't supposed to be a white.
So he goes out, he's going through the fields, he's singing his songs, hands the wedding ring to the couple, they propose. He goes, so all of this what led to him get on top of La Casita and then falling off to actually going into the wedding that was on top, where a real couple getting married found out right after the Super Bowl. I was like, what? They actually got married? Because they invited him to their wedding. They reached out, and then his team reached out to them and was like, hey, I can't come to your wedding, but
I've got a better idea.
Super Bowl?
I've got a better idea.
And then just for them to go through that, and then all of a sudden, bang, Lady Gaga is singing a salsa version of Die With a Smile. That fucked me up. That right there fucked me up. Because you could say you didn't like that. I thought it was perfect. Well, it was, again, if you would have asked me, where would you have ranked Lady Gaga showing up in the halftime show? I would have been like, last. Wouldn't have even been a fucking thought for me. And I did it. I was like, she came in and she did what she was supposed to do. Put on an absolute banger of a version of that song. Release that version of that song. And then led into the actual wedding party where they're cutting cakes. Benito's fucking waking up the little kid who fell asleep on the fucking chairs, which made me laugh. And then once he gets there, he goes into migration of them going to New York because the 1960s and 1950s, 1960s, that's where the Great Migration was. All these Puerto Ricans heading to New York.
The boogie down.
The boogie down, as my dad would say. The old lady that was in that corner store.
I got her story. Yep, I read about her story.
She's actually still runs like the only like Puerto Rican like social club left in a very gentrified area, which is wild.
Shout out probably does, and they probably have a good time in there
over in Williamsburg. Shout out to them playing Daddy Yankee and all those other guys.
I thought did you think he was going to pop up? Because when they started,
not even remotely close.
I was like, wait.
I've known this for months that he was not going to show up there. The thing you may not know about Daddy Yankee right now, he's a man of God now. So Daddy Yankee is singing Christian music and doesn't want to sing those songs anymore.
That was his one time.
He said, if you're going to let me come and sing my new songs, I will do it.
And
but he does not want it. He's also...
promptly, no thank you.
He's also going through a nasty divorce where he cheated on his wife. So, yeah, okay. So, we conveniently become men of God then. All right. That's my... that's where I am that. But you have to show love because we don't get Bad Bunny if we don't have Daddy Yankee coming in hot in the early 2000s. Which then leads us to fucking Ricky Martin. I sat there, I said, oh shit! And I was like, he's singing too.
And singing like an
I was
opera
like, I see the
singer.
veins in his neck.
Opera singer.
I was like, is that Ricky Martin? Singing the very much so anti-colonialist song. I don't know if you looked up the lyrics of that song, Mike.
No, I did not.
That song is literally him saying, hold on, don't let the beaches go, hold on to your flag, stay where we are, we don't want to become Hawaii.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's wrong with Hawaii?
The native people in Hawaii don't really exist anymore because it is now a tourist trap. Everybody moved to Hawaii, and all of the native Hawaiians, all your Polynesians, your Samoans, your Pacific Islanders, hate it. Like, their land isn't their land anymore.
It's just a tourist attraction.
Because right now, there's a lot of people who are moving to Puerto Rico for their resources and to evade taxes and don't actually care about the island.
Paul
Brothers.
We will not give that slime ball time after what he's talking about either.
So him coming in and really singing that song that way. Then you get Bad Bunny coming up to the grasses with the real Puerto Rican flag.
The light blue.
The real Puerto Rican flag, not the colonized version of the Puerto Rican flag.
The Puerto Rican flag that got you killed.
That got you killed, arrested, all that stuff. Because in case you didn't know, Mike, Puerto Rico has been a territory of the United States since about 1898.
I'm aware.
In that time, we have the Jones Act and all these other things that made it so Puerto Rico could fight wars for the United States. In return, will allow you to be American citizens, right? Because of that, their flag was banned in about 1945. If you're waving your flag, you would get killed, arrested, all that stuff, until the United States was like, you know what? We will change your flag. Here's this little darker blue. That's what you got.
1918.
From there, in between the times of that, you also get La Aparición, which was when they tried to sterilize all the women in Puerto Rico so they couldn't reproduce. An operation led by the United States to try to send us the way of the Taino, which is goodbye. And that fell through. So when you run into a Puerto Rican who's very proud to be Puerto Rican, it's because it was trying to get taken away from them for a very, very long time. But we get there. Bad Bunny's at the skylines or at the power poles. Climbs up there. Power goes out. Oh, you know what the fuck that is. That is because
infrastructure.
The infrastructure of the Puerto Rican power grid is old as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody goes in there to provide the funding to the territory. Oh, no, they do. The government in Puerto Rico is pretty corrupt from time to time. Nobody goes and regulates the funding to make sure that the allocated funds go to where they need to go.
They bring out paper towels, though, right?
Yep. One at a time.
Toss
one at a time. One at a time.
Like basketball, you shoot it like basketball.
Swish.
So after Hurricane Maria, there were parts of Puerto Rico for weeks that didn't have power. Weeks. Because of that. So that was probably the most political statement through there where it's like, pay attention to this. Some people didn't understand that that's what that was.
Yeah, because some people live in a bubble. Yeah.
I saw somebody on one of these news networks say he should have used that time with the electrical poles to talk about the infrastructure of the Puerto Rican power grid. I was like, lady, you're dumb as fuck.
Mr. Marker.
I was like, that's crazy for you to just say that and not understand that that's what was going for. All to end up ending the show, naming every country in both North America and South America.
Very powerful.
To say, God bless America.
Because that's the Americas.
Mm-hmm. And
Very
then
powerful.
The only thing more powerful than hate is love, while walking off singing DTMF and just heading out. Beautiful, beautiful halftime show.
Spike the football. I'm out.
Spike that shit. Bad Bunny carried that football better than a lot of people in the NFL. The best was Arian Foster talking about it, and old boy was like, "You have 15 fumbles in your career."
Yeah, you posted that in the chat. Yeah,
I was like, "That's funny."
it was funny because I've never been a fan of Arian Foster.
I love Arian Foster. Arian Foster was a great football player. Scored a touchdown.
Bum ass.
Fuck y'all up too. Fuck y'all up too. So I don't know about you guys. That halftime performance, very much so clear Prince for me. Prince now and forever will be number 2, unfortunately, because it was great to see the representation. Also, back to what I said about like Jessica Alba having to conform. Ricky fucking Martin couldn't break through in the American market until he started singing in English.
Yeah, which is sad, but you know, some people just don't understand. Like, they don't understand how big representation is because they never have to worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know why it's so important to people because they only see themselves.
Mm-hmm. Like sitting back there, like in the moment, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And then you go and you think about it and you watch and you watch and you do all this stuff. You're like, yo, it's fucking crazy. And then it's like, you think about how myself and my siblings have our names. Like our names are only our names, so we would not get looked at crazy when we would apply for jobs. Because again, my dad's name is Esteban. Imagine if we all had these Spanish names in the time we grew up in.
Your name should definitely be Esteban.
No, that's Steven.
Should be
Steven is Esteban. Steven! So it's like all this stuff is like in such a roundabout way growing up not in that culture. Just like I understand so much of it because I grew up in it in my own way until I really was around it all the time. So it's a beautiful thing to finally see like my people on the TV, because growing up I didn't have that.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't have that at all. I had fucking Ricky Martin for like 5 years. I had Savio Vega. And then like that was it. And that's it. So shout out to Bad Bunny. Put on a great Super Bowl halftime show. Made all those fucking people on that side fucking go nuts. Fake outrageous. You can't tell me I like Kid Rock. You can't fucking put on a fucking your own halftime show because you're mad because you made it political, because the halftime show is supposed to be about bringing America together. Except for
which
when
I never knew
never in my fucking life have I heard that. We were bringing America together when U2 was performing. Fucking Bono. Fucking Bono and Coldplay and all these people. That's uniting America with a fucking Brit.
Although I do remember the outrage when Beyonce performed and did Formation, and that was militant and just so. I mean, it did pop up then too, and I wonder, you know, what's similar about that. Never mind.
They're gonna get real mad when it's a K-pop halftime show next year.
That's when I will become the grumpy old man.
No, that's when you'll sit there and you'll enjoy some fucking music, because those girls from Fun Tricks are gonna come out and you're gonna say, okay, hold on, Golden's a bop. Golden's a bop. Takedown's also a fucking bop.
Yeah.
Free is a fucking great song.
Free is a great song.
It's a fucking the best song on that fucking movie soundtrack.
It is.
That is a fucking unbelievable song. Mike, watch K-pop
Demon
Hunters.
Mike, you don't know what you're missing. Free is a really good song.
Anybody who doesn't understand how good K-pop Demon Hunters is needs to just shut the fuck up and watch it.
Yeah. I always feel weird letting my kids watch it because it has some very dark undertones, but it's such a good movie.
So good. The themes behind the music are all great.
Some
The
good
movie
movie.
itself is good. Your Idol is a fucking crazy good
I'll
song
be
too.
your idol. Yeah.
No, that song's so
Fire.
good. So good. Mike.
It's so fun.
Mike.
Look, Mike. Look.
Mike, if you do anything that James and I tell you to do,
Yeah.
do yourself this favor and
K-pop
watch
Demon
this
Hunters.
movie.
Yeah.
Watch K-pop Demon Hunters. Cause bangers.
We'll add it to the
Mike,
watch
they
list.
were nominated for 5 Grammys.
5.
Cool.
That soundtrack, a movie soundtrack, a kid's movie soundtrack was nominated for 5 fucking Grammys.
Watch list.
Look, Mike is doing that thing.
Watch
Where he
list.
hates foreign people.
Yeah.
He said, now I'm the grumpy old man. Mike, make your own halftime show. James and I will sit here with our Huntrix t-shirts, singing our songs.
Soda pop.
Soda Pop. Mila loves Soda Pop. Mila loves Soda Pop. That's a catchy song.
It's
Probably
a lot
the worst
of
song on that.
yeah. It stole some Pitbull in there.
Mr. 305.
Mr. 305, Mr. Worldwide.
When you watch the movie, Mike, and you hear the song Soda
You'll
Pop,
understand.
You'll understand what I'm talking about. It goes like that for most of the songs. Most of the songs have some undertones of our favorite songs.
I mean, yeah, that's K-pop as a whole, really.
Yeah.
People get mad at that movie. You're like, oh, they kill black culture. That's what everybody does.
Yeah. Yeah, they're just influenced by what
Yeah, and they're showing. I think they show love to it.
Yeah.
So I'm getting mad. Shout out to those girls at Huntrix. They're fucking great. Shout out to Huntrix. Speaking of, here you go, James. Shout out to Huntrix.
Shout out to Huntrix. Mike, don't talk bad, man. Your quote unquote nieces love K-pop Demon Hunters. So
There's no quote unquote.
Yeah.
Then quote unquote watch the movie.
Yeah, watch the movie because I'm gonna make them ask you.
Yeah.
I want to see you lie to my kids.
Sit there and be like, hey, Mike wants to watch K-pop Demon Hunters. And they're like,
Yeah. Go ahead and lie to my kids, Mike.
Yeah, lie to them. Lie to those little girls.
I will not lie to them. We have a relationship based on trust and love.
Okay, all right. Then you do what you got to do then, sir.
I will. I will politely explain to my niece. No.
Oh.
Clearly, that's a word that she doesn't know in that household.
My name.
Oh, she does.
And I'm closed-minded. There's somebody who has a difference in what I like musically, and I'm going to cry about it. I'm going to make my own halftime show and have Kid Rock play it.
It will not be Kid Rock. Right. I'll tell you that.
He's like, he's going to open up with Ball with the Ball, and we're going to have a great
ball to the ball to bang the bang.
Damn right.
On a pre-recorded feed.
Where he was lip singing on a pre-recorded show.
Damn right.
Damn right.
They had every opportunity to bring Nicki Minaj out there. They dropped.
They're turning on her soon, so it's probably not happening.
It's probably coming soon.
They also probably couldn't afford her.
That too.
Because who the fuck were these people?
Because she's an actual celebrity.
Who the fuck were these people?
Because
I only know Kid Rock from the Osmosis Jones soundtrack. And him always yelling, "My name is Kid."
I only know him because he had the theme song for The Undertaker. Good song. It fit the character.
Yeah, where he ripped off Metallica. Where all of his hits are just other people playing their versions of the song, and he just raps over it.
But hates hip hop.
No, he doesn't hate hip hop. He tried to say that E40 could have performed at the halftime show, which was a wild thing I didn't expect. I was like, Kid Rock E40 could not have performed at the halftime.
I don't think it would have went over well.
Don't throw smut on the 40 boys' name.
I like E40.
No,
I
not
don't.
you. I'm talking about Kid Rock. Like, don't he probably
Yeah,
didn't ask for that, Kid Rock.
he said, "Oh, there's so many other like people from the Bay Area. Like, there's a popular metal band Metallica who's from the Bay Area. E40's from the Bay Area." I was like, I don't like that you said E40's name on Fox News. Keep E40 out of your mouth.
E40. Great song. Great song.
Not better than K-pop Demon Hunters.
Not better than K-pop Demon Hunters.
Y'all are crazy.
5 Grammy. Mike, let the music do the talking for you.
5.
5 Grammys. 5 Grammy nominations.
Did they win?
For a kids movie to have that many nominations. One, the girl EJ, who's the singing voice of the main character, did all the fucking music, wrote all the songs, been writing songs for fucking all these K-pop bands like Blackpink and shit for fucking years. And she wasn't even supposed to be the fucking singer. She just did all the fucking demos for everything. Like, you want a job? You sing real good.
Mike, don't hate, man, because you trying to throw slight that they were nominated and didn't win. You know that goes on there in front of their name now when they're announced, right?
Grammy nominated.
Yep.
Whatever their name is. Demon Hunter.
All right. I can't wait to tell my kids in the morning about how you're acting.
That Mike is just
Can't
hating.
I can't wait.
I'm gonna tell Camila too. You're gonna break her little heart.
Y'all poisoning these children.
No. I cannot wait. I'm going to show them this video. I'm going to show Kizzy this video. Mm-hmm.
No.
We're going to have a sing-along, and you're not invited. You're not invited.
Do you want to put a ribbon on... James can shut up. A ribbon on the 2026 NFL season.
One of the worst seasons of my life. But it ended in a great way. As long as I'm able to successfully hate watch, we end the season the right way. The Bills didn't win. The Patriots didn't win. Jets won rings.
Turning Point didn't win.
They're trying to claim they did. But we'll see if they try to do another one next year.
Pressure's on to who's gonna be next year.
I think they did, for what they were seeking to do. This is where I'll give them credit. I think they did better than they originally thought they were going to do, outside of them paying for more than half their views. To still have millions of people watching is an incredible thing. Granted, is that the audience you actually want? Who knows? But I think that's like a thing. If they were going to keep this up and have your great American fucking right-wing halftime show, then like you could use this as a stepping stone for it. But it's only going to get more divisive if you do that.
Which is exactly what they want.
Correct.
Contrary to what they say. It's exactly
correct.
What they
it's
want.
a fake culture war. The crazy thing, like, I think Nick Fuentes is a fucking despicable human being. But when he's sitting here talking fucking sense, where it's like, I may not want to listen to Bad Bunny's halftime show, but you're not going to sit here and create a fake outrage and act like the people on the left that you're criticizing for being soft and all this stuff. And then you're going to tell me that I like Kid Rock. Like, that just doesn't vibe with me. And I'm like, oh my God. I was like, I agree with that fucking guy.
It stinks, but that, broken clocks right twice a day, so it happens.
I wish them luck.
I would say this has been one of the most insane football seasons I've ever seen. Parody-wise, just wild things happening throughout the season. But
who knows what's it like next year? I don't know what the landscape looks like.
Yeah, I don't know what next year's going to bring. This was one of the
NFC.
best.
I think it's still like, I understand it. I don't understand the AFC.
I don't understand.
Well, the NFC, I think you have a hierarchy of like your 4 teams or your 5 teams. To be honest,
it's the NFC North and the NFC West.
Yes,
that's it.
That's it. Everything else is a crapshoot. But The Super Bowl is going to be represented by one of those teams.
One of those two conferences. One of those two divisions.
Because
It's
there's
either
3
gonna
teams
be
in the West. There's 2 teams in the North.
Maybe 3.
Potentially 3. There might be 1 team.
No,
in
it's
the
actually
East.
not potentially 3. There's 3. Well, no, potentially.
Well,
I
we'll
don't
see.
know.
We'll see how things change.
We'll see.
Potentially a team in the East. No team in the South.
No team in the South.
No team in the South.
Although Carolina clearly
Carolina's
don't
fun.
sleep on them,
They're scrappy.
and they're going to get a home game.
A scrappy team now,
and they're going to get a home game. So, like, it took everything for the Rams to get out of there. So, we'll see. AFC, either the AFC is going to be up for grabs or everything's going to reset back to normal. Where the Chiefs will be, although Pat's not coming back next year.
I think next year
Buffalo will be back. New England will be back.
I don't know. I don't think New England is tough for me.
That defense
I don't know how they're going to do.
That defense is not going anywhere.
Yeah, but we'll see now that they're going to be playing a tougher schedule.
The defense is.
I would probably revert back to status quo, where I think the Bills are going to win the division and the Patriots are going to be second in the division. Where that ranks playoff wise, we'll have to see as that goes on.
Baltimore will be back.
Baltimore will be back. Pittsburgh's probably going to be exactly where they are.
I want Pittsburgh to stink now.
Pittsburgh just firing Mike Tomlin to hire the other Mike Tomlin is crazy in the most non-disrespectful way, but to just fire a guy because you win 9 games to bring in a guy who's probably going to only get you 9 games doesn't make sense. The Bengals, I don't know.
No, they got to be great because they have the greatest quarterback in the world.
But they have nothing else on the defensive side, Mike. The defense stinks. They're losing their best player in free agency. Like, they have some questions that need to be answered. They're bad franchise doing bad franchise things, and Joe Burrow mad over there. AFC South, all y'all stink. All y'all stink.
The Texans do not stink. The Texans do not stink.
Their defense is great.
That defense will be back.
CJ Stroud has to,
this is a make or break year for him.
He has to play great. He can't play good. He has to play great. If he doesn't play great,
he's out.
Texans, he's done. And the Texans are going to have to reset.
But if he does, they can win the Super Bowl. If he steps up to the plate, they can win the Super Bowl.
That's the problem. So, in the AFC West, status quo.
Broncos.
Raiders stink. Broncos will probably win the division.
Chargers will be right there. Will be there, but Justin Herbert is who I
Listen, I think Justin Herbert's going to regress because they made an all-time atrocious hire. Adam Gase.
It wouldn't have made it. He's going to regress because of that, but let me tell you something. He's not that guy. He never.
Whether you think he's not that guy or not, he's still like an NFL starting caliber quarterback, correct? Mm-hmm. Yes. So if Adam Gase has any type of insight, they should not let him near within 10 feet of Justin Herbert.
He might be, but he might just be a coordinator. If he's just a coordinator, maybe.
He's the quarterback coach.
So not even.
He's because Mike McDaniel's their coordinator.
Yeah. So he has 2 bosses. So shut up, do your job.
If Mike McDaniel allows him 15 feet, we got to treat him like he can't go near a school. You can't let him near Justin Herbert. Keep him out of the offensive room.
You make sure his mechanics are good, and that's it. That's it. Get your clipboard and make sure that his feet are set, and I'll do the rest.
Did you hear any of Clint Kubiak's interview? His entrance interview?
No.
They asked him about the number one pick in the draft. And he was like, Indiana's good. He's got some questionable tape, but everything's on the table.
Oh wait, yeah, he's just blowing smoke.
Everything's on the table, but then he's also like, I just had coffee with Max Crosby. We plan on keeping him around. Okay.
If he could talk Max Crosby into staying,
I need to know what the rest of his staff looks like. Because right now, all I know is he hired Mike McCoy, and I'm like,
it doesn't move the needle. I mean, it's
That's
not a bad hire, but it doesn't mean anything.
I understand the hire.
Yeah, so see, like, okay,
Because you're a rookie head coach, get a guy who's been in there and who can help guide you. I'm interested in what his defensive hire looks like. But I'm really interested in what his defensive hire looks like and what they do at quarterback.
Did that just happen in real time? Oh, okay. Never mind. Okay. I just saw an alert on my phone about an Indiana defensive coordinator, ... So I was like, no way he hired. I was like, no way. But no, they're just talking about an award or something that they got. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. The Raiders are going to stick. We say that, we tease Anthony about the Raiders thinking, but they have a lot of money, Dylan.
They have a lot of money. It's just a matter of what they have to hire and sign right.
But if they do, they could be back quickly.
Back is
they could be Dylan
up for interpretation.
They could win 8 to 10 games.
If
they hit, they could. If they hit,
they'd have to go 100 for like they'd have to bat 1,000 for that to happen.
If Mendoza is really good, if they hit on a couple draft picks, they got to get some skill play. I mean, they could win 8. It's there. It's there. I mean, it's there for Tennessee too.
Well, they have the Raiders have a hard schedule next year.
They do.
Which is crazy.
They do.
The worst team in football has one of the hardest schedules in football.
That's because their division is really good.
Their division's tough. There's no easy way about it. But I like where they're at versus where I'm at.
You're not in a good place.
But
you have draft picks. If y'all hit on these draft picks, y'all could be right there too. Y'all just don't have a quarterback.
Which is the most important thing.
Tennessee has a chance.
So we'll find.
Tennessee has a chance because we also have money.
But
I feel like Salah's gonna spend all of our money on the defense. He's gonna say, "Fuck the offense, defense."
Salah, whatever Salah wants to do in your defense, you just let him do it.
Mm-hmm. I don't care what he wants to do.
He's great at finding guys out of nowhere
and coaching them up.
Like that's one thing I will always give Salah credit for. Is he will find guys and get the most out of them.
He's a good coach, contrary to what Rob's made.
He's a good defensive coach. Head coach, no.
We'll see.
No, we know he's not a good head coach already.
Okay. All right.
Based on what he's got, or based on what he's done. So we will see how that goes, but gotta get Cam some help.
We got the money, so I'm just.
Now, do you have the smarts? Do you guys have the goods around it to make sure you could get him on the offensive line? Because I'll tell you something, a solid team has never been good at is getting an offensive line.
Malpractice.
A Dable-led team also has not been good at getting an offensive line.
I'm just waiting for the hell that it's going to be. We can put this down, hot take. I don't know which one. I don't like it for Hurts, but A.J. Brown will be in the AFC East next year.
Oh, A.J. Brown is going to be a New England Patriot next year. Put it right now.
I'm putting AFC East because
I'm putting Patriots.
You're putting Patriots. I'm putting AFC East because I'm not counting Buffalo out, and I'm not counting Miami out either. Don't be surprised. Don't.
I'm counting Miami out of everything.
No, because they could send if you're Philly and Miami goes We'll take AJ Brown and we'll give you Waddle. You're not doing that?
No.
When AJ doesn't want to be there?
I'm
That's not
doing
that bad of a. It's not
It's
that
not a
bad of a
bad trade,
downgrade.
but what is the way you need to think of it is Waddle gets hurt a lot.
He does.
Waddle gets hurt a lot, and you could get different assets that might help you a little bit more. And Waddle also doesn't give you the same element that AJ Brown does. And AJ Brown very much so was like you lose that 50-50 ball guy for a real short route runner.
Some people think Devontae could be that 50-50 guy.
I think he's too small to be that 50-50 guy.
He was
Skinny
in college.
Batman. College is not the NFL.
Skinny Batman.
College is not the NFL. We've seen that from time and time again.
I think Devontae could be a 1, though.
I think he can be 2. I think he actually absolutely has the goods to do it. Give him the opportunity. Put him in the positions.
He's got Jaylen Brown written all over him. Because we didn't really know Jaylen Brown. I mean, we knew, but like Tatum's the one. But now Tatum hasn't been there, and Jaylen Brown has absolutely been a 1 and the best player on the team.
Devontae Smith is a Bugatti. Like, he absolutely is a Bugatti. It's just it's hard when you got to feed 2 of them, and one of them's always mad.
But now one of them won't be there.
And the offensive play calling was fucking dog shit, and you weren't very good. And I'm not gonna shit on Jalen Hurts right now. But no, it's crazy that nobody wanted that fucking job. Crazy that nobody wanted that fucking job.
I also think I think I said this. Your thought pattern on what you call him being a scumbag also may play into that.
I think it's less than that because I think despite him being a scumbag, he takes care of his coaches. He very much so does. Like the offensive coordinator, he tried to move him to keep him on the staff in a different capacity, and he decided to leave. So it's like he wanted to like not fire him, but still keep him and just move on in different directions elsewhere, and he was like, no. So now he's the fucking offensive coordinator of the Dolphins.
Have fun.
Who's the OC of the Eagles? Who the fuck did they hire? They hired somebody.
They did. I don't know his name.
Sean Mannion.
Munyon.
What the fuck is that?
We're gonna find out.
Yeah, we'll find out sooner than later because they can't afford to have another year like last year.
Well, everybody getting fired.
Herb. Nick Sirianni is the only Super Bowl head coach who's also on the hot seat all the time.
I think he hasn't had a season yet where he hasn't won 10 games, right?
Yeah.
I think he's won 10 every time he's gone. He's gone to 2 Super Bowls. He's won 1. They were going to fire him last year if they didn't win the Super Bowl. They were going to absolutely fire him.
It's amazing the short leash on that guy. It's almost like he's always been a piece of shit. But that scumbag Philly thing only works when you're winning.
But what a season. And I will say this was the best playoffs I've ever seen in totality. The Super Bowl was kind of a dud, but
Super Bowl was perfect.
wild card weekend, even a divisional round, unbelievable football. Unbelievable.
I'd say the NFC playoffs were significantly better than the AFC playoffs. It seemed like every game in the NFC was a fucking great game.
I mean, Seattle dog walked San Francisco.
Yeah, but that was to be expected.
But I know, it seemed like I only expected that was me.
It was like when you really think about like who San Fran was trotting out there, Everybody on San Francisco was the guy from SpongeBob who has the glass bones with paper skin. That's everybody on San Fran. So like, that outside of that, every game was fucking great in the NFC. In the AFC, every Patriot game was terrible. The team that got to the Super Bowl had all of the worst games.
Yeah, because the rest of them were good. Even that Pittsburgh-Houston game, there was drama in that game.
Yeah, it was drama. It ended up being dog shit.
Because the dam broke in the
fourth
quarter. But up until the fourth quarter, that was a game too.
Mm-hmm. But like, yeah, every bad AFC game had the Patriots involved in it.
Yeah.
Including the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm. Everyone.
Gotta say something.
NFC Championship was a phenomenal game.
The NFC Championship game, that was the real Super Bowl. Because that was unreal. Shout out to Matt fucking Stafford winning the MVP. Before we tie it up, too much has also happened on the other side. MVP Matt Stafford also announcing he's coming back for another year.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool.
Shout out to Eli Manning not getting the Hall of Fame again.
Or Bill Belichick.
Good.
Or Kraft.
Because he's a cheater. And he really likes massages. Shout out to Drew Brees. Larry Legend.
The Carolina linebacker.
Luke Kuechly. Let me tell you something.
I was a little surprised by that one. They act like Kuechly was like Urlacher.
Mike, he was better.
Better than...
Yes. Mike, yes. Luke Kuechly, outside of...
What did he say?
Luke Kuechly, outside of Ray Lewis, is the single greatest middle linebacker I've ever watched play.
No.
Luke Kuechly was a absolute dog. If he played 4 years longer, we'd probably be talking about him the way we talk about Ray. Mike, this is not hyperbole.
Yes, it is.
He was like All-Pro, like immediately, forever, forever. All these 1,000 tackle seasons or 100 tackle seasons that Luke Kuechly had. I think he finished in top 3 in Defensive Player of the Year voting as a rookie.
What does that mean?
Because he was fucking awesome. That's what it means. The 2 guys that I think they absolutely got right, or 3 guys they got right putting in the Hall of Fame, retiring early, are Calvin Johnson, Patrick Willis, Luke Kuechly. Patrick Willis is also a fucking dog.
He played 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
He won Defensive Player of the Year his second year in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Got to the 1 Super Bowl. And
read off all them tackles that boy had, all those TFLs that boy had, everything. Don't discredit Luke Kuechly.
7-year career. 5 All-Pro. Second team All-Pro the other 2 years. Pro Bowl every year except his rookie year.
Fuck the Pro Bowl.
2-time tackle winner, like he had the most tackles. And he won the Buckus Award 3 times.
That man has
short time. That's it.
What do you mean that's it?
Yeah,
that's an amazing career.
He does have the NFL record for most tackles in a game.
Luke Kuechly in 7 years has an amazing career. He
I
never
wouldn't,
not been an All-Pro.
except this first
No,
year.
no, just like
Just his first year. Just his rookie
Yeah.
year. And no, that's still great.
yeah,
Still
that's
great.
like you've never not been one of the 4 best players at your position outside of your rookie year. Like that's fucking wild.
him only
Fucking
playing
wild.
him only playing 7 years is why I can't have him as a first ballot.
But that's one of those things where it's like he retired early. I don't think they got it wrong at all because they put Calvin Johnson in. And Calvin Johnson, if he didn't retire, probably would be the greatest wide receiver ever. Because the things he was doing was unreal. I watched the Chargers game with Calvin Johnson where they had 2 jamming him at the line and then safety help on top of it. Matt Stafford threw the ball and then he still caught it. Shout out to Adam Vinatieri, greatest kicker of all time. Shout out to Roger Craig. And
Roger Craig getting in I don't know if you know, I was actually stunned when I found out that he wasn't in the hall. Like I just assumed he was in already. Did you see the video of him finding out?
Yes.
Oh.
I think the best video for me was like Luke Kuechly. I thought was a hilarious video.
Did you see Luke Kuechly finding out?
That shit was so funny. He's
Thank
like,
you.
"What's up, Pep? You look big, Pep." That shit was so funny. That was funny as hell to me. Because I think he was just trying to like downplay it so he didn't get emotional. Because that's how, huh? He complete psychopath. Luke Kuechly, psychopath. And then Larry's was my favorite.
Larry was good.
Larry getting the call from Randy when knowing that Larry used to be the ball boy for him. Larry Fitzgerald also absolutely deserves this.
Definitely.
Absolutely deserves this. Like he's somebody I love Larry Fitzgerald. He's one of my favorite players ever.
One of my favorite players ever.
And Drew Brees too. Drew Brees, hot take. Drew Brees better than Aaron Rodgers. We move on. That's the ribbon. That's the ribbon for the season.
I know James doesn't want to be here for that argument, so I will let you have that. Okay. But shout out to the Hall of Fame class. I mean, it is, as much as I hate him and I think it's hilarious that he's not in. Bill Belichick not being in is ridiculous. But
no, it's not. He's a cheater. We don't put cheaters in the Hall of Fame.
Yes, we do, Dylan. Yes, we do.
Who in the NFL is a cheater?
They have guys in there that have put sticky on the hands, and there are steroid users in there and cocaine users in there.
But how many people got caught cheating twice?
So does Tom Brady not get in first ballot?
Fuck him. You know what, Mike?
I knew the answer to that before I asked. Mike, I don't know why I asked you.
You're not going to sit here with me boycotting that, like trying to prevent that from happening.
I'm going to laugh if it happens, but I know it's.
You're not going to help me will that into existence.
I would will into existence because it's hilarious.
Mike, you have to be out there on the picket line with me. Be like Tom Brady can't go in first ballot.
I mean, it's one of the reasons I don't think Tom Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time. I will tell you that it is something that I hold against him. It's one of the reasons why I don't think, again, veering off topics, and one of the reasons I don't think John Jones is the greatest of all time. It's the same concept, but I'm not going to sit here and tell you John Jones is not a Hall of Famer. Like, that's stupid. Like,
oh, no, I'm not saying Tom Brady's not a Hall of Famer. Just don't let him get in first try. Disrespect him the way you disrespect the T.O.
That T.O. thing is...
Disrespect Tom Brady the way you disrespect the T.O.
This outrage that we had for Bill Belichick, we should have absolutely had for Jones, because that is ridiculous. Like, incredibly insulting. And that's why I had no problem with him saying, fuck you, and not going to the Hall of Fame when he got it. Well, fuck y'all, man.
I was the same way. I was like... T.O. not getting in first ballot is an absolute disgrace.
Or second ballot. Like, what?
No, he got in second ballot.
No, he got in third.
Third? No.
Third. His third try. His third year on the ballot. Silence.
Sorry. These motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
This is horrible to find. Why is it so hard? All right, let's move on. While I find this.
But yeah, we'll move on to next season. Now, I don't even know if James is still awake.
Baseball season.
Oh yeah, I mean it's World Baseball Classic, baby. World Baseball Classic. Didn't we live stream it a few years ago?
We were live during the final game of USA versus Japan.
Fucking Otani.
What a fucking game. I'm so excited for the World Baseball Classic.
I am too.
Puerto Rico's gonna have a hard time now that Lindor is like not playing. But granted, Puerto Rico's also trying to
not play.
So because they don't want to pay for insurance,
which is crazy. But then Lindor gets hurt, so it's like they're like, you see,
we can't afford to insure his contract. I'm so interested. The funniest lineup was the Korean lineup to me because all of them had the same name.
Dylan, don't please don't. Please.
They had 5 people in the lineup with the same name, with the same last name. I was like, "Oh, this is gonna get real confusing as a broadcaster."
No.
But I'm super excited for Team USA, for Captain America.
So you're Team USA for the WBC?
I'm team whoever's winning that I could claim.
Exactly. Fraud. I think we did this last time. I kicked you out of Team USA. Go root for.
Oh, you deported me?
Yes.
You deported me? The United States citizen? You deported the Puerto Rican, Mike? Where'd you deport me?
Not even Puerto Rican, because you weren't claiming Puerto Rico. You weren't even claiming them.
I can claim the Dominicans too.
Terrible.
Okay.
Just no matter what team wins, Dylan wins.
Oh yeah, wow, Tio was third ballot. Wow, crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You can't tell the story of football without him. He's the second greatest wide receiver of all time. Third.
Okay.
I think he's better than Randy, but that's fine. Not a debate I'm willing to have with you because you're not ready for the facts.
No. I'm not ready to do this on this episode. Maybe a chalk talk. But
why Tio at 40 was better than Randy Moss.
But yes, the WBC should be good. I mean, America has a chance. We have a chance.
That Dominican team is really good.
That Dominican team is unbelievable.
Otani's not pitching.
Doesn't matter.
I know, but I'm saying, like,
Otani
decided not to pitch in the World Baseball Classic. Again, if they decide to use him as a closer, that's dangerous.
That's how they fucking won.
That's how they won. They used him as their fucking weapon to strike out Mike Trout. Failed us. That fraud.
That's why he's not on the team now.
Yeah, bitch.
I need the real Captain America, Aaron Judge, to save us.
I might buy a Team USA Judge jersey.
It was kind of tough when I saw him put it on, but I just hate that I don't like that Team USA. Like, I don't like the way the jerseys look.
The only reason I would I contemplated this with the Durant Captain America jersey too.
Those jerseys were nice.
Where I was like, I might have to get that one.
Those jerseys were nice.
Mm-hmm.
All three too, the red, white, and the blue.
If I got a guy on my team who's representing the country and is
one
like
of
the captain of the team, no, I won't do that for like anybody else really. Like, as badly as I'd like to buy a Puerto Rico jersey, I'm buying a Puerto Rico jersey. It's gonna be Roberto Clemente. I'm not buying anybody else. I'm not buying fucking Francisco Lindor.
You're not getting a Lindor jersey.
The fuck? I'm gonna buy a Juan Soto Dominican Republic jersey?
Yes.
Get the fuck out of here.
Maybe last year, not this 2 years ago.
Yeah. Right now, fuck him. I'm I'm not buying that shit. Oh, like you get Austin Wells. I get Austin Wells Dominican Republic jersey because he's playing for the Dominican Republic.
No, thank you. No, thank you. Austin.
Or Ben Rice. If Ben Rice played for the Dominican Republic, that would have been funny as hell too. Oh.
I'll be invested. But it's not looking good. We may have the fourth best team. If Puerto Rico finds money, we might have the fourth best team.
Listen, but we got the best player in the world.
We do. And we have some damn good ones. So.
And we have probably the best pitcher in the world too. That boy Paul Skeens.
DR's pitching staff is just.
I think it's just quantity.
It's just fucking loaded.
It's a good team, man. It's a good team. But none of them are better than Paul Skeens.
Their pitching staff is loaded.
Listen, every position they have is loaded. Every fucking position they have is loaded.
The Japanese team is also really good.
It is. That fraud Murataka Murakami. The White Sox. Fuck out of here. Fraud.
Just tell me you don't want to win.
He actually kind of did.
Yeah,
he wanted to prove that he could play. Cashman dropped the ball. All right, we can stop talking about it. I'm about to get mad.
I'm not gonna do it tonight.
I'm about to get mad.
Not gonna do it tonight. We still got spring training to get through before we can get mad at this Yankee team that I can't believe is running it back.
Oh yeah, I'm already mad about
not doing it
from fucking pitchers and catchers reporting. I'm already mad. So
so let's move it along. NBA All-Star Weekend. Our favorite. It's it's a good time, man. It's going to be NBC has taken over, so it's going to be back in the afternoon. I forgot. Well, I was a child.
Oh, right. It is the afternoon.
I was a child, so I don't remember it being in the afternoon like this. But apparently, NBC always had it in the afternoon.
Mike, that may be better.
TNT came and said, "No, we're putting this in prime time."
It might be better in the afternoon because then I don't get mad when the dunk contest sucks when it ends because I can go live the rest of my life. Stop putting the dunk contest last, NBA. Please.
You do this every
For the love of God. Or whoever you believe in. Make the 3-point contest the fucking closer. This is a hill I'll die on. You wanna fucking watch Jace Richardson hit a layup in the dunk contest to end the show? What are we doing? What are we fucking doing?
Should we play the music?
Play music.
Should we play the music? Because we got to make some picks and we got to introduce.
Gatorade. That's what we got on the line today for the NBA All-Star Weekend festivities.
Which I am very good at.
Are going to fucking suck. So, let's get started with the Rising Stars.
Thank you.
Mike. Let's go here. So, in the Kia Shooting Stars Challenge, in the most weird selection of teams here, we have Team All-Star, which is comprised of Scotty Barnes, Rick Hamilton, and Chet Holmgren. I don't know how you fucking came up with all these, but go right ahead. Team Knicks with Jalen Brunson, Allen Houston, and Cat. Team Cameron of Con Knipple, Corey Maggette, who they fucking found under a rock, and Jalen Johnson. And then Team All My Children with Dylan Harper, Ron Harper, and Ron Harper. I don't trust anything with Scotty Barnes. So I'm not picking Scotty Barnes in anything skills related. I'm not fucking putting him on there. As much as I hate these motherfuckers, I'm gonna have to pick Team Knicks. I don't pick like.
Yeah.
I'm picking the Knicks for the least valuable award of the All-Star game.
Yeah, here you go, trying to downplay it now.
If I were to pick a second team, I'd probably pick Team Harper.
Team Harper has a chance, but I don't know if Ron Harper can move anymore. So,
yeah, I said it before the show started. Ron Harper going to be out there in his walker with the tennis balls at the bottom, trying to figure it out.
So, because of that, I mean, I would give Team All-Star a chance if Scotty Barnes wasn't on it.
Yeah.
Because Chet absolutely can do all of this stuff.
I think Rip also can.
And Rip is still in shape, and Rip can still do this stuff. But Scotty Barnes is
involved in anything that's passing, shooting.
Anything
okay.
that's just not dunking is just.
I was gonna say, if it was just athleticism, I'd probably pick them.
And I know because I have insider knowledge of this. Allen Houston is still in shape. Allen Houston actually still gets up shots when he goes to practice. He's the assistant GM for the Knicks. I don't know if people know that, but he's the assistant GM. And he be at practice and he gets shots up. Still got it. Can't run, but set shot, oh yeah.
To be fair, Allen Houston, when he was on the Knicks, couldn't run.
Well, that's because his knees disintegrated.
Yeah, disintegrated.
Knees disintegrated. James is not with us, but to this day, James still hates that the Knicks gave Allen Houston all that money. So to this day, he hates that contract more than I think any.
Hopefully James arrives, because I need to talk about this Giannis picture and the caption there. And I think it absolutely has to deal with Cam Thomas.
Yes. I was waiting for you to come into the chat and start yelling and hollering and screaming.
No, I'm letting Cam Thomas. Like, I have nothing against Cam Thomas.
No, that he hit the shot and was going.
No, that shit was crazy. That was a deep three.
That was a terrible shot.
It was at the end of the shot clock.
That's a terrible shot.
It went in. Listen,
it's
that's
great
the way
now,
the goes.
It's great now, Giannis.
Giannis looked at Cam Thomas in a way I had never seen Giannis look at a fucking teammate before, where he was like, I was like, are you going to try to stay now because you're letting Cam Thomas be your fucking bucket getter? I love that for Cam, but that's crazy.
Not going to get out the plane with that.
That's crazy. Somebody said he's like, the tape on Cam Thomas's buckets is just like a contested shot, and then that gets gradually more contested every time he takes a shot. 12 for 20. Sometimes he said, again, that boy shoots like mid 40%.
Doc Rivers saying, I've coached Jamal Crawford and who's the other sixth man that he's had?
I think he had Lou Williams.
Yes, Lou Williams. I had Jamal Crawford, I had Lou Williams, and now I have Cam Thomas.
To be fair, I've said this. I said I think the best version of Cam is in that role. I think the best version of Cam is that sixth man who can just go get you 20 off the bench. Sometimes 40. So, that would put him in some great company.
Since we have the same team in this, are we, is this just a push? Or are we going to do the collective one like we did last year, which was a little weird? Or do you want to get to the end and then we'll see? Because this one's a push. I don't know.
I'm contemplating how we could do this.
Because the last event of the night is where...
Swap them, Mike. Swap them. 3-point contest. So we'll come back to this.
Yeah, we'll circle back. But right now, Team Knicks. Team Knicks is the choice. Yeah, I don't know why Giannis is crying, but
3-point contest. Outside of Bobby Portis, I like everybody in here. I believe there's a certain Russian kid in Brooklyn who should be here, but
Nobody knows.
Bobby Portis is fine. Damian Lillard off of in a walking boot. Devin Booker, Con Knipple, Damian Lillard, Tyrese Maxey, Donovan Mitchell, Jamal Murray, Bobby Portis, and Norman Powell, all involved in the three-point contest. I think it's going to be a very good three-point contest.
I think it's going to be good too. Can I have a qualifier?
What?
I need to know if Coco Jones is going to be there. Because if she's there, Donovan's going to win.
I'm not giving you that qualifier.
If she's not there,
because she's probably going to be there anyway.
Then he's going to win.
But you can't have that qualifier because then that means you get to pick two. And I'm not allowing that. I'm not allowing that because then you're like, I was right. I picked this one. Even though Coco was there, I only picked one. I'm not on you. I'm familiar with your game, sir. You pick one and one only.
I would love to go Lethal White because I think Lethal White could do something here. Dame is my guy, but like you, I don't even know why Portland's clearing this, but I'm gonna go.
This is something you'd be safe doing. I was taking jump shots in a walking boot too.
But he's got to run around the things.
Oh, he'll be fine. Jason Tatum, like at this far point in their recovery, they can do that.
I'm scared because he's so streaky. But give me Jamal Murray. He's so streaky. I really want to pick Maxey, but I don't think Maxey's ready for this.
Yeah, I don't think he's as good of a shooter as you need to be for this contest.
For this kind of contest, he's an in-game three-point demon, but I don't think this contest is good for Maxey. Norman Powell also sneaky.
Unlike you, Mike, I'm going with my gut, and in honor of Turning Point USA's halftime show, I'm going with a Lethal White. I'm going with Con Knipple.
How many you got on there? How many you got on Lethal White?
Since this is a piss poor event, 4. I gotta make it all up now. All 4.
All 4?
Because I am not confident in anything next round. I am putting all of my money, all of what I got.
I will give you 4.
On that guy, right there.
I will agree. If Lethal White wins, I will give you all 4. If Jamal wins, I want 4.
I got you.
Are we going to give each other split it or a second place? Like 2. If he makes the finals, 2.
I'll do that.
What if our 2 gets to the finals? What happens?
We're guaranteed
it's all or nothing then, right?
It's all, yeah, I would say all or nothing because that's the way that's gonna go.
All or nothing if they both make the finals.
But if only one, we get 2. The only reason I'm agreeing to this is because the slam dunk contest.
You gotta win, so I gotta leave
here with something.
I gotta leave here with something. Oh man, I really don't know who I'm picking.
I don't know who 3. Like, I don't know who Kashad Johnson and Carter Bryant.
I don't know who Kashad Johnson is. I asked James and he got quiet after
I know
criticizing me.
I watched Jace in the March Madness tournament last year, so I'm familiar with him with Michigan State. And Jackson Hayes is a bum.
I know who Jackson Hayes is. We talked about Jackson Hayes in the pre-show. I am actually aware of Carter Bryant. I know he can jump, but like that's all. Like that's what he is. Like he can just run and jump.
This is like the most like patchwork. Hey, I need somebody to do this.
Like the fact that Jackson Hayes is the biggest name in this is crazy. crazy. And he's not going to win. That too. He's not going to win. Like, I know he's not.
This might be the worst dunk contest of all time.
It probably will be. I wish James was here so I could tell him that I actually did know who Rashad Johnson was because my player is on the Heat. So I actually know who
Your
he is.
74 overall my player.
He's better. He's better than that. But I actually know who Rashad is because obviously I know the roster pretty well. I'm only giving you one. I'm not giving you more than one. I'm not giving you more than one on this slam dunk contest. But give me Carter Bryant. Give me Carter.
Just because his dad is on it. Give me Jace.
Rashad can dunk though. Rashad can dunk. See, this is why, and I need to know what James is going to do because I'm not picking the same as him. Like, Anthony wasn't here. We could have just had him. Well, we'll do it in the chat. Just have him send it in, I guess, if he wants in on this. Anthony actually never participates in this.
No, he participated
He did last year?
Yeah, he participated last year. The problem with this is because it's so patchwork and last second, I don't think anybody's really working on this, which has always been my problem with the people who do the dunk contest. They just think they can just out athletic, like, the dunk contest and not work on anything. And then they're like, oh, Mac McClung is just going to go do everything. And now Mac McClung can't save the dunk contest because he wants to play basketball now.
Which sucks because he was actually really good.
Yeah, he signed a 3-year deal and the Pacers like...
No, I mean in the dunk contest.
Yeah, but how many times can we keep trotting a guy out? Like, we can't just keep, like, 4 years in a row.
As much. Yeah, it's OD.
It's enough. Enough.
We need to have a Legends dunk contest. That's what we need to do.
Yeah, Ron Harper, get in there.
You imagine trying to see fat ass Raymond Felton trying to dunk right now?
Raymond Felton versus fucking Antoine Walker.
Did you see Antoine? Man.
But go. They should do a Little Tykes Legends dunk contest.
Or let college kids do it. Something. Let the G Leaguers do it. I don't know.
Give me Vince Carter. Give me the NBC crew versus the Amazon crew in a Little Tykes dunk hoop, like basketball hoop dunk contest.
I'm about to say.
BG can probably just do it on the regular dunk.
You think Blake can still dunk?
Yeah, I do. Now that he's got a couple years rest on them knees, I think he can go back and Blake looks like he can still play.
He looks like he can still hoop, but he was running out of gas. He was starting to creak. He was starting to leak oil towards the end.
Brooklyn definitely like because Detroit Blake was already. We got the rest out.
I still hate that Detroit does not give him the love that he deserves. He carried that franchise on one leg to the playoffs.
That was the best version of Blake Griffin. To this day, like there was not a better version of Blake Griffin.
If he was
complete basketball player,
they wouldn't have beat LeBron. But if he was healthy, boy, that would have been fun.
That would have been fun to watch because that was the most complete version of Blake Griffin, and it was scary. Imagine that Blake Griffin came into the NBA.
If that Blake Griffin,
because young Blake Griffin was fucking horrifying.
Or scary.
Imagine if like 24-year-old Blake Griffin has that skill set. Horrifying.
Scary.
Because young Blake Griffin was a killer, man.
These kids just don't know how scary young Blake Griffin is.
Everything they thought Zion was going to be, Blake Griffin
was already that. Nasty.
I love Blake Griffin. Shout out to BG.
All right, give me one. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with this. I'm gonna stick with
Carter Bryant.
Carter. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with Carter.
Yeah, I'm sticking with I'm going with genetics.
You know he's gonna do the between the legs. You know he's gonna.
Or he's
do
gonna
it, right?
try. Again, it's gonna end up being a layup, but we're gonna. If he pulls that off, that's very impressive.
That's a 10.
His
That's
dad,
still one of the greatest dunks of all time.
His dad for the
He might
the
jump
young
over his
people who are
dad.
watching this.
His dad was about
Jason
that.
Richardson was a dog.
His dad was about that.
He is one of the most
Best
athletic guys I've seen.
Listen, he shut that slam. I think it was in Oakland.
Yeah. That was what, 04, 05? Because what, he beat Iguodala.
Iguodala had one of the best non-winning dunk contests you can see, and he didn't win and it wasn't close. Like Jason Richardson won that dunk contest. Like those dunks Iggy did in that dunk contest would have won
any other year, really.
It would have won a few times in the last 5 years.
Probably would have won every year since the last really good Zach LaVine, Aaron Gordon.
Yeah, I was saying, he wouldn't have beat them too.
And you remember how long ago that was now? That was almost 10 years ago.
That's almost 10 years ago, I know. He wouldn't have beat them too. That was unbelievable. We get on Zach LaVine for not winning that dunk contest, but like not really winning because Aaron Gordon should have won. But those dunks Zach was doing in that dunk contest was insane.
But it's also like what Aaron Gordon was doing at his size. For him to be as big as he is.
That dunk over the mascot is one of the greatest dunks I've ever seen in my life. Like, clean. First try.
Diet Coke. Blake Griffin's Diet Coke. I would have loved to see those two do a dunk contest against each other.
That would have been fun.
Blake and AG would have been fucking good, man.
Blake jumping over the car was fun too.
Every dunk Blake Griffin did was just so violent. We don't get that anymore.
It would have been Zion.
Anthony Edwards is the only violent dunker we have right now.
I'm surprised he hasn't done it.
I'm not.
He's too cool for that, right?
Nobody cares about this weekend.
They don't care about the dunk.
Care about this weekend anymore.
They don't care about the dunk contest.
I think they care more about the 3-point contest than anything.
And the skills. I'm telling you, they get into it with that skills.
No.
You know how I know they get into it about the skills? Because Chris Paul and Wemby tried to cheat last year. They tried to cheat.
Yeah, I'm not giving you that. I think they care about 3-point. Like the 3-point contest is the only one you'll get stars in, because that's just where the game is. That's why you make it last. It's the finale. Everybody goes home happy on a 3-point contest. Everybody goes home happy. You know when people don't go home happy? The dunk contest.
And then you have people like Ross that just say the whole thing was terrible.
To be fair, Mike, these All-Star weekends have not been very good as a whole.
The only bad event is the dunk contest.
The game stinks.
The games don't stink. We be entertained, and then we look up at the end of the game, and we're like, oh, they scored 180. I don't like it.
I have not
Meanwhile,
been
during the game, we're oohing and on these half-court alley-oops and 40-foot threes. Like, we're oohing and on during the whole game.
I'm not. You know what I'm doing? You know what I've done every All-Star game for the past, maybe 10
Not
years?
last year, because last year was
fucking awful.
Last year was awful.
But every year for, the last 10 years, I have the game on in the background while I'm playing something.
The year they had the ELO, the ending when AD hit the free throw to win the game, that was a great All-Star game.
That was a moment. That was when they first did the Kobe stuff, and that game meant something because it was the first All-Star game after Kobe's passing, and it was also the last one that really mattered. To be honest, I think the last time when I went to go see Carmen and Angel in North Carolina 4 years ago, where Steph went nuclear. That was probably the last time I really had fun watching the national championship game, the All-Star game. But that's just because I was watching Steph go fucking nuclear and nobody wanted to try to stop him, or nobody being able to. Everything else is just kind of like people just let you run by and do whatever the fuck you want.
And because of that, and because they take so many threes, it's never close in the fourth quarter. So
It's never close to the fourth quarter. Nobody tries. Nobody cares about the weekend's events anymore. Just make it a flag football game. I think they would care more if it was just like ultimate frisbee or something. I think the players would actually want to go do something if it wasn't basketball.
And the media will cry and complain about it, and Roz will cry and complain about it.
Blacks versus whites.
So,
blacks versus light skins versus whites versus light skins.
This format is god awful, though.
There's no good way to do it.
We're gonna walk away from this weekend and be like, this is just terrible.
And then they're gonna change it again.
And they're gonna change it again.
Unfortunately, the only way this weekend works is the way Unrivaled does it.
The one-on-one tournament?
Mm-hmm. That's the only thing I think can save All-Star Weekend. I think you go brackets of guards, wings, bigs, and then do it that way, but everybody got too much pride. There's going to be your couple guys like your Kyrie Irvings, your Anthony Edwards, who are going to be like, yeah, ice up. Let's go. And then you'll be the other guys like, I'm not losing. I'm not going in there to see it and I lose. No.
Exactly. Then you're going to get fights. You're going to get dudes get fouled.
That would be something, like, if that happened, I would love to watch Cam Thomas in that one. Because Cam Thomas got the irrational confidence to be like, I'm a better scorer than all of you. And I make contested buckets. So you're going to have to kill me. Kill me! That would, I think, would be very fun to watch. There's not a lot of guys who are like, who get contested buckets like that. But like, I don't think Shea would do it.
Shea might do it.
I don't think he would. I don't know. I think Jordan Poole would absolutely do it. Jordan Poole would absolutely.
Just for him to shoot 30-footers.
Durant would do it in a heartbeat. Because Durant's one of those guys who are like, I'm better scorer than all of you. Like, you need the people who have the egos to do that.
And
Kyrie would be right there. Like,
Ja?
No,
Ja has that irrational.
Yeah, but Ja, I think, knows he's not like, his style of play isn't good for one-on-one.
I think it is.
I think he's a full court basketball player. You can't take full advantage of what he has to offer in a half court setting.
Jalen Brunson also would be good in this.
Brunson would be great in that. Well, I would like to think I'm a fan of Jalen Brunson, but any guy who like gets a lot of free throws probably is not going to have a good time.
Jalen Brunson would thrive in a one-on-one.
Yeah, but then like if you're not going to jump on his like his hop, step, stop, fucking pivot, fade away, it's a tough shot. James Harden, though, he would cook in that competition.
Dribble, shoot.
Yeah, because what do? You're gonna let him shoot, or you're gonna let him drive by you? Which one are you doing? He would cook. He would absolutely cook. So that's they need to go there. If you're not gonna do the race war, then you have to do one-on-ones.
So we'll see how it goes. Still should be fun in the middle of the afternoon as we cut the beat.
What time does it start? I have
5.
to hang up. What am I doing? 5.
5. Both
So
days.
it'll probably be done by like 9.
Saturday. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
but both days probably done by about 9.
Probably be done around 9.
So, still time to go out for dinner.
What the fuck type of... Hold on. I'm sorry. I just got like this weird ESPN notification.
Okay. Hi.
And I'm like, what does this mean? What are you... President Trump pardons former NFL players Joe Klecko, Nate Newton, Jamal Lewis, Travis Henry, and the late Billy Cannon.
Okay.
Why? It's 11:40 p.m.
Isn't Klecko dead?
Klecko is not dead.
Okay.
Musa Mohammed's dead.
Excuse me.
Not Musa Mohammed. Fucking Salim Salam. Everybody else.
Wait, Nate Newton, ain't he a drug dealer? Wait, now I gotta look this up. Isn't Nate Newton a drug dealer? Am I crazy? Nate Newton pleaded guilty to federal drug trafficking in 2002. I knew I wasn't crazy. Wait a minute. Like, wait a minute. I know I'm not bugging. I know Nate Newton is a drug dealer. That's who we're pardoning. Go get your boy, man.
Joe Klecko, a former NFL star for the New York Jets, pleaded guilty to perjury.
You know how he feels about liars. You know how he is.
Newton, offensive lineman, pleaded guilty to federal drug trafficking charges.
Federal drug trafficking charges.
Lewis, former of the Baltimore Ravens and Cleveland Browns, pleaded guilty in a drug case in which he used a cell phone to try to set up a drug deal. Henry, who played for the Denver Broncos, pleaded guilty to conspiracy to traffic cocaine.
Wow, so he
and Cannon admitted to counterfeiting in the mid-1980s after a series of bad investments.
Fine group of people. Fine group.
I was worried I was going to see another Jet on here who's in the news for other things.
No, you can't pardon him. Can't pardon him.
It's crazy that this crazy. Jet year keeps getting worse and worse, and now I have a Jet who's going to get the death penalty.
He earned that.
He earned that. I watched him get drafted at MetLife Stadium while there was a guy next to me on top of another man's shoulders wearing a Fitzmagic jersey.
Classy fan base you got.
I was with Jose. That was my first draft party that I went to. Jose brought me. I was like, this is great. And then I saw a grown man playing chicken with a Ryan Fitzmagic jersey. It was a wild. Darren Lee, Ohio State University. Murdered a girl. Straight murdered a girl.
Yeah. Violently.
Guess who? Spoiler alert! I can tell you who's not getting. I'm him.
James Pierce.
James Pierce, Darren Lee. Pick your fucking scumbag.
Man. Well, speaking of it, make sure you hit that like, share, subscribe button, hit that notification button so you know when we go live. I don't know if we really have a reason to go live. Not for a few weeks.
For a little while.
A little bit. Unless something crazy happens. That's crazy, by the way. Did you just... That's crazy. But yeah, let's wrap this up. I'm him for this week. I have a feeling I know where this is going. This isn't even going to be tough this week.
As much as I would love to give this to the prince that was promised, Sam Darnold, for winning a Super Bowl, being the first quarterback in the 2018 draft class to win a Super Bowl, the first member of that 2018 quarterback draft class to make a Super Bowl, and this is the second time he made a Super Bowl, and the first one to actually play in a Super Bowl. Shout out to you, Sam Darnold. Again, the prince that was promised. Thank you for not letting those scumbags win. Benito, Bad Bunny. That's my dog. That's my guy. He put on for everybody in the Americas. He put on for Puerto Rico and our people. It was a great moment to be a part of. That was history. So, shout out to my guy.
Yeah, I figured that's where you were going with it. I will also go that way. Bad Bunny. I am big on representation, and while it didn't mean as much to me as it did to you, it did mean something to me, and it was great to see all of my. It was so great to see all of my Spanish friends be so excited and happy and proud. It was my timeline was full of that, and I was so happy to see it. Such a great feeling. I was really happy for you to be as excited as you were. That's why I wasn't mad that you stiffed me on the Super Bowl party.
I got invited to the Bad Bunny concert the second it was announced. You were just like 5 months too late.
But I genuinely was happy to see that, and love always wins. So it is Benito for me as well. I spent the week watching. I rewatched Backlash from Puerto Rico. That was a great pay per view, like start to finish. That was a great pay per view.
Great pay per view.
A great pay per view. I don't know why the WWE hasn't been back, because
they tried to go back this year.
That
but it
crowd
went to Tampa instead.
Insane. That crowd was I remember the pop that obviously Bad Bunny, one of the greatest entrances ever.
Yeah.
That pop when Carlito came out was unbelievable. Like, whew.
I remember watching that entrance live. I literally was like, what the fuck? Like, the only time I think I could remember a wrestler's entrance being that hot, I think was CM Punk Money in the Bank.
Mm-hmm.
Like what was that, 2014?
Yeah, that one was
CM Punk Money in the Bank in Chicago.
That was also a different type of entrance.
That was like that gave me chills. That when Bad Bunny came out, I immediately ran with my phone to Janice. I was like, "You need to watch this. Like, this is fucking nuts."
And it was a great match.
A fucking banger.
And it was a great
fucking banger.
But Benito is the greatest celebrity wrestler of all time. Argue with a wall.
Argue with a wall. Nobody does it better. And he's in the Rumble.
And eliminated Sheamus.
The Rumble a few years ago. Eliminated Sheamus.
And took an F5. Love that.
Wild. Hit Matt Riddle. Probably one of the worst destroyers I've ever seen. Matt Riddle did all the work on that. But the fact that he even did it is like...
I remember the shock of seeing him do that. It was like, whoa.
That's my dog.
So yeah, shout out to him. He is I'm him, but I'm going to give an alternate just because he's the slam dunk. So he's that's easy. Alternate would be Kenneth Walker, man. Shout out to the Super Bowl MVP, man. Doing it for the running backs. Doing it for the running backs, man. Bald. He showed out Super Bowl Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
And because of a ticky-tack call, didn't get his touchdown, but still.
Got that MVP, though.
Got that MVP.
Did you find it a little weird that him and Sam Darnold spent the next day together at Disneyland?
I did find it weird that they still sent Sam to Disneyland, because I was like, that's not quite how that works, but whatever. Okay.
The quarterback won the game by himself. That's what y'all would tell me.
Like, okay.
Even LaShawn McCoy was like, that ain't weird to y'all? He's like, would Kenneth Walker be there if Sam won MVP? Probably not.
No, I don't think so.
Probably not. But they got this fucking weird stepbrothers thing going on where they're just forcing them to be together. Mm-hmm. And Sam Darnold's also just an awkward human.
That's
so. I also think Kenneth Walker is also an awkward human.
He is. He does seem to not be.
So they may just be on the same wavelength.
Shout out to Ernest Jones. That's my quarterback. His version of that's my quarterback. It's not the two words.
Fuck you.
It's not the two words I thought he was going to say, but I come from a degenerate era, so.
Listen, it doesn't get much more degenerate than fuck you. Granted, the only reason they said suck it was because they fucking couldn't say fuck you.
So, but yeah, And
That's
so
K9.
ends this football season until we get to the draft, where no doubt me and Dylan will be either excited or incredibly disappointed by our teams.
Going live for the draft this year is going to be misery. I'm going to be miserable.
We'll either be excited or not happy at all.
And Steven's just going to be sitting here laughing. Laughing. Especially because, like, I want Ruben Bain. I know I'm probably not getting Ruben Bain.
Generational talent, but nobody believes me because his arms are short.
That boy Dwight Freeney.
But his arms are short.
That boy Dwight Freeney.
Like
Darnell Reese is good, but I want Bain. I watched Bain destroy a left tackle who hadn't given up a sack all year in that national championship game.
Moved him like he was a child.
Nobody jumped off the fucking tape more than Ruben Bain in that fucking game. Nobody. So much so, the other guy who got more sacks because of the work Ruben Bain was doing. Granted, he's also very good, but
yes,
he's not Ruben Bain. Misery follows me. We can move on.
Well, we're gonna end the night. We're gonna end the night right there.
Yeah.
So for Podcast Poppy, I'm Big Mike, and we will see you when we see you.